Exposed, the things narcissists are unable to do. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you being here. Today we're diving into something powerful, the things a narcissist simply cannot do. Take a second and really let that sink in. If you're finding value here, please like, subscribe, and share. It helps more people find this community. Now, let's get into it. The list of things a narcissist can't do is long. But at the very top, they can't be authentic. They can't be genuine. Narcissists survive by tricking people, pulling them in, and then pulling the rug out once you've invested in them. Think back. Maybe it was when you married them, moved in together, went into business, or even just told them you loved them. The moment they knew you were committed, they sunk their claws in. From that point forward, the relationship became all about their control and their advantage. The truth is, narcissists have an unfair advantage until you gain the wisdom to see through them. You weren't taught in school that people could lie so effortlessly, manipulate so deeply, or bond you through trauma. You didn't know about triangulation, financial abuse, or rage cycles. And you certainly didn't realize someone could live every single day without ever being authentic. Most people make mistakes, try to learn from them, and move forward. But narcissists, they double down. They go through life like a storm, destroying relationships, draining people's energy, and leaving chaos in their wake. They wear masks. They hide their real stories, their past relationships, and their role in destroying them. They even rewrite their own childhoods to play the victim. Why? Because if they told you the truth, you'd run. This is why narcissists are called shapeshifters and energy vampires. They lure as many people as possible into their orbit, not to love them, but to control them. And the moment you try to heal, set boundaries, or go no contact, that's when they feel the injury, because they hate losing control. So if you found the strength to block a narcissist, congratulations. That is the step they never expect you to take. And if you haven't yet, trust me, your day will come. The more you learn, the more you see through the manipulation, the easier it becomes to cut ties. Remember, every time you keep a door open, every time you answer that call or message, you're giving them another chance to keep you stuck. Don't let them. Block them. Protect your peace. Because one thing the narcissist truly can't do is handle your strength once you finally walk away. I get it. Maybe you're still thinking about them. Maybe you catch yourself remembering the good times and wondering if it was all real. I've been there too. Back then, just getting out of bed was a battle. I struggled to eat, to shower, to move. Life felt heavy, but I made it out. It was called Glad You Made It. I was still in the thick of it, but I kept creating, and over time, I broke the trauma bond. And here's something I need you to know. The narcissist cannot change. I know that's hard to hear. Part of you might still be holding on to hope that they'll reach out one day, apologize, admit their mistakes, and finally love you the way you deserve. But that's never going to happen. Narcissists are stuck. They live in manipulation, in toxicity, in that cesspool of abuse, and they want to keep as many people trapped in it as possible. I was one of those people. You were too. But the moment you start breaking free, the moment you realize change is possible, not for them, but for you, that's when everything shifts. Think about it. That's why you're here. That's why you're watching videos like this. Because you're hungry for answers. Because you want healing. Because you're changing. You're evolving. You're rising above it. And every time you choose growth, you're proving that you can do what the narcissist never will. Another thing they can't do? Love. You may believe they loved you, but they didn't, and they never will. There's no love inside of them, just a bottomless pit they try to fill with supply. And supply can be anything: your attention, your pain, your messages, even your silence. It's all fuel to them. And empathy, forget it. Sure, they can fake it, just like they fake everything else. But real empathy, real tears, real compassion, you never saw it because they don't have it to give. The truth is, everything you have, compassion, kindness, love, commitment, growth, is exactly what they lack. That's why they targeted you. They wanted to drain you of it, then toss you aside like you never mattered. And maybe they even mocked you behind your back. Maybe they brag about how their other exes are still stuck, still texting, still chasing. And maybe you were tempted to do the same, to keep the door open, to wait for that message, to hope they'd finally change. But you're here, you're listening, you're learning. And that tells me you're not like their other exes. You're breaking free. In the beginning, you probably did what so many of us do. You kept reaching out, convincing yourself it might bring clarity, maybe even closure. But eventually you realized the hard truth. Every time you reached out, you weren't moving forward. You were keeping yourself stuck. That's the trap. And here's why. What the narcissist will never be able to give you is honesty, transparency, love, empathy, or genuine connection. They simply don't have those qualities to offer. Instead, they survive by tearing others down. They envy, they manipulate, they bully, and at their core, they are hollow. They know it too, which is why they latch onto people who shine brightly, so they can strip away the best parts and leave behind a shell. That's their pattern, long before you, during your time with them, and sadly, it continues wherever they are right now. A narcissist cannot commit to a real partnership. They can put on a performance during the love-bombing stage, making it look like the most amazing relationship, especially to outsiders at parties, family gatherings, or social events. But behind closed doors, the story changes. What you get instead are slammed doors, shattered glasses, cupboards banging, mocking smirks, and nights filled with silence so heavy it could break you. Some of you may even recall waking up to find them staring at you, analyzing you, almost as if they couldn't comprehend your existence. And then there are the mornings when you rolled over and realized you were alone, while they were already out seeking your replacement. Whether it was yoga, cycling, or some class, the truth is they were grooming the next target, because deep down they already knew your relationship had an expiration date. Every narcissistic relationship does. Yours wasn't the exception, nor was mine. Another thing they can't do is simply exist in peace. They can't sit still, absorb beauty, or find joy in the simplicity of life. Where you might take comfort in nature, a quiet moment, or just being present, they can't. They'll pretend, of course, but their attention is always split between multiple devices, checking who else is feeding their ego. Remember those long bathroom breaks, 20 or 30 minutes when they disappeared with their phone while you sat waiting, confused and hurt? That wasn't normal. That was them chasing supply. It's what they've always done. It's what they're doing now, and it's what they'll always do. At their core, narcissists are the opposite of you. They drain while you give. They deceive while you try to nurture and build. You taught them things: how to communicate better, how to dream bigger, how to handle finances, how to live more meaningfully. You gave them energy, direction, and love. But instead of growing from it, they used it to move forward while leaving you depleted. Narcissists are sinking ships, and they need others to carry them from one stage to the next. That was you. And when they were finished taking what they could, they left you with nothing but confusion and pain. This is why, once you gain the wisdom, the only option is to close every door. Block them. Cut off flying monkeys. Shut down every avenue that allows them back into your world. Because if you don't, they will keep trying to pull you back into the cycle. If not now, when? And before I close, let me leave you with this. The most important thing a narcissist cannot do is what you can do. They cannot look within, admit their flaws, and choose to grow. They don't take responsibility. They don't reflect, and they certainly don't change. Instead, they discard relationships, rewrite the story, and blame everyone else: exes, parents, kids, co-workers, anyone but themselves. That inability to reflect is their biggest flaw, the core of who they are. They don't improve with time. They only deteriorate. And that's the unchangeable truth. So thank you for watching. I hope this message resonated with you. Take care of yourself, protect your peace, and remember, you're capable of real growth, something the narcissist will never know.